What is up, everybody? It's me, Base Jillaren, here again with another video, and today we are doing the final update for the February Manga Challenge. And just because it's the last video for the challenge, I think I'd just give a quick overview of what the challenge is and or was. And that was a challenge to dig into your TBR that I'm sure we all have. Your manga TBR, and it was created by Yuri in Real Life. Great couple of girls, and I definitely suggest you subscribe to them if you haven't already. But they created a manga challenge where you had to either read one book a day, essentially, or 3 books a day, and then there were some people who were just kind of throwing their weight around, like, I'm gonna read 4 books a day, or I'm gonna read 5. Well, I decided to read 3 books a day because I'm not competitive, and I didn't want to show off, but I really wanted to get a lot of TBR out of the way, and I did this month. Granted, I did read a few, like, newer pickups. I didn't really focus 100% on my backlog, and I still have a backlog. But it's a lot shorter now thanks to this challenge, and I'm really grateful for it. Because I collect a lot of manga, but I read essentially a lot less than I collect. I collect faster than I can read, which is really sad. But let's just get on with it. Let's show you what I read for the final hump of the February Manga Challenge. This is what I closed out this challenge with, and as you know from the last video, I read nothing but mech stuff, like, the 3rd week, and it was fun. I enjoyed what I read, but it was also miserable because they all kind of bled into one another, and it was kind of like, alright, get in the robot fight. So I really went out of my way to read, like, things that were, like, really different from each other, from, like, between each day, so I wouldn't get burnt out on, like, the final leg and fail on, like, the last part, which would be fucking horrible. But yeah, I think, I don't even know what day this was. I literally just made sure that this was the whole, like, rest of the days, and it is. But I think this was the 22nd. Yes, this was reading for the 22nd. Yes. For the 22nd, I read Oh My Sweet Alien, which is a new pickup. I've talked about it in my manga pickups, but it is a, so for what it's rated M, which it comes wrapped in plastic, but for what it is a wholesome story about family and loving the people in your life despite their differences from you. And it's just a really sweet manga. It just has a lot of naked aliens. But it's a really nice manga. I really liked it. But that was 2-in-1, so that was 2 volumes, and to round it out, I read this, which was an impulse buy from January, and it was Angel Dust. I know there's a second one, it's called Angel Dust Neo, but it's with, like, completely different characters, and I don't even know, like, how it's related to Angel Dust in any way, but it's paced ridiculously. Like, it's one of those things that would probably benefited from being, like, 2 or 3 volumes, but instead it was kind of all put into one, and character development has to happen really, really fast at this breakneck pace, and this book is really, it's not that thick, it's super thin, so, I mean, I liked the art. The art definitely appealed to me. I really liked the art, but the story blazed past, and like at the very end, there's these 2 characters, and they treat each other like they've grown this, like, very, very tight personal bond, but they've only known each other for, like, 2 days, and it's like, okay, alright, dude. But yeah, besides that, it was okay. It was fine. The next day, which was the 23rd, I read Kemono Friends, Welcome to Japari Park, which is a 2-in-1. Just some cute nonsense with animal girls, you know. Gotta have that empty cute stuff every now and then. Gotta have some candy. And then, to round it out, I read Nameless Asterism, Volume 1. A very good Yuri. If you are into Yuri and you haven't picked up Nameless Asterism, I definitely suggest you do. It stands out, at least from like what we have available to us. So for the next day, which was the 24th, I read Galaxy Girl, Panda Boy, and Sweet and Honey, which were books from Tokyo Pop's Passion Fruit imprint that I just found out about. They were okay, but a lot of them were like self-contained, really quick stories about like young kids finding themselves. I think that's what it is. I was expecting a lot more like sexual content, because that's what Tokyo Pop made it sound like, but it's really not. It's about like teens or tweens going through like, what do you call them? Coming of age stories. It's basically a lot of coming of age stories. And they're neat little short stories. If you ever happen upon this imprint, I definitely give it a shot if you're into like really old Tokyo Pop stuff and stuff that they produced at the time. Yeah, it's really good. Especially this one. I really love this artist's work. I would go into it, but I don't want this video to drag on for too long. And then to round it out for the third volume, I read Testarosso, Volume 1. Got into that edgy church nonsense. So easy, like religion and just straight unsaturated edge just blends together so well. And then for 26th, 23rd, 25th? Are we on the 25th? I've already lost track, y'all. This is a high quality video. The next day, which was 25th, yeah, this is the 25th, I read Testarosso Volume 2, Volume 3, and Volume 4. I didn't hate the series, but I can't bring myself to recommend it. It's kind of just a very close to the bottom of the barrel kind of thing. Like I think CMX like licensed it just because it was a dumb action, violence, nonsense, edgelord kind of thing. I can't tell if I enjoyed myself or not while I read it, is what I'm trying to say, but yeah, that was that. 26th, I read The Ancient Magus's Bride, Volume 8. Yeah. I think. This is the part where I, like, know for sure that I read all of these for, like, the final stretch of the February Manga Challenge. But I forget in what order I read them. So let's just blaze through the shit. Yeah, Ancient Magus's Bride, Volume 8. And to round that out, I read Concrete Revolutio, which is a 2-in-1. After reading Concrete Revolutio, I considered taking it out of my collection, because I bought it because it looked fun and colorful, but it was just kind of meh. It was kind of boring. Maybe the anime is better. Maybe I should have stuck with my gut. When it's like you have a manga that's based off an anime, it's usually gonna be usually 9 times out of 10, there's probably exceptions, but 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be kind of lackluster, and this is what Concrete Revolutio was, so we'll see for the time being where the fuck that goes. Then I read The Flowers of Evil. This is the complete collection, Volume 1, which contains Volumes 1 through 3, so that's the 3 volumes. And then, to round out the February Manga Challenge, I read Takane and Hana, Volume 1, Voices of a Distant Star, and Silver Spoon. I really should have I should have kept this all like written down in a notebook. I think if I ever do a reading challenge, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna remember what order I read these in, because no, I fucking not. Because I'm stupid. But yeah, that was it. That was the February Manga Challenge. I fucking did it, boy. a little underwhelming, but I did it. I read 3 volumes a day for the whole entirety of February, and yeah, woo, I did it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's this video, and that is the end of the February Manga Challenge, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!